people standing, still dancing when the lights come on.
Happy Saturday, y'all. I hope y'all having a good day. I hope y'all having a great week. I hope you're having a great start off to your summer. Okay, so today we are going back into my son's room, but we're not decluttering. We're doing a whole entire bedroom makeover, and I mean extreme bedroom makeover, okay? I told my son that his room was my favorite room in the house now, and he was like, "Why?" I was like, "Because we did so much work in here, and it turned out so good." This is a two-parter again. It has to be a two-parter. But as always, the ending is so worth waiting for. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Music is fading, but this is our favorite part. I used to feel like an outcast, but I think I'm alright after all.
Okay, so we're in my son's room, obviously. And I have already done his room before, like I decluttered and everything and did a deep cleaning. But this time around, we're going to redo it. Hold on, let me show you. Okay, so our plan is to put a loft bed against this wall right here, which we already have. We just have to put it together. We're going to get rid of this bed. Keep his mattress. We're going to have to get rid of the box spring and put a piece of plywood down so he doesn't feel the bars through his mattress. And then up underneath the loft bed, we are going to build his desk. We are going to put a desk under there so we can fit his gaming PC up under there. And then I'm going to somehow come up with and build a removable or a movable shelf of some sort so he can put his steering wheel system on and play it on his TV. So that's the plan for his bed. So over here on this wall with his TV, we're going to take this shelf behind his behind his closet door. We're going to take this shelf apart and use the shelves on it, and we're going to put them up under the TV like we did in the girls' room, or like a entertainment system type thing. We're going to clean this shelf off, and we're going to lay it on its side long ways, and we're going to put it over here on this wall. We're going to repaint and everything, so you don't have to worry about that. But this whole entire closet, we're ripping out. We're in the process of cleaning it out so we can rip it all off. And once we do that, we're going to have a dresser, a tall dresser, and a shelf up top, a 3-shelf bookcase up top. And then we're going to do like we did in the girls' room with the 3 L brackets to hold the clothes up. And then underneath that, we're going to bring that shelf over here and lay it on its side so he can have shoe cubbies for his shoes. So that's the plan. That's what I hope will work. And then this toy box right here obviously has a bunch of Nerf guns that he wants to keep, but we'll have to get rid of that. So the solution to that is put a pegboard system on these 2 walls right here and hang up his Nerf guns up there. So hopefully with that, he will be able to keep his room more organized and more clean or more tidy. And that'll be the solution to this problem. While I was saying that, this bedroom door is in bad shape. So it just popped in my head, if that door and that door are the same exact size, we can replace that door with this door because this door looks so much better. It just needs to be repainted. But this one, I mean, look at that. That is not good. So, yeah. And the paint that's on this wall or on these walls in the whole entire house besides the bathrooms are this like matte texture, so it's very hard to clean. And so I want to repaint it with something semi-gloss, maybe something that's easier and more slick, to wash off. Just wipe it off, because this is nasty, yes, but it's hard to clean it. So yeah. Anyway, we're not perfect. We live here. That's what it is. So let's get into it. With all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and let you know that our plans, most of those plans did not work out. We did have to tweak a couple of things and change a couple of things around, but in the end, it worked out perfectly and it looks so good. So eventually, you'll get to see that, and I hope y'all stick around to see it.
'Cause you make me feel like I belong. You like me from me without all of the glitter, and you make me laugh just like a little kid, and all my insecurities just disappear when you're here with me. I've been a stranger to this feeling, never felt so high. Won't even care if you and I come crashing down tonight. I'll let it hit me. It feels different whenever you're around. If I'm blue again tomorrow, that's alright. 'Cause I'm so damn happy now.
So my son and I have been brainstorming a bunch of different ideas, and this I mean, we've been doing this for a year at least, just trying to come up with good ideas and ways to, just make his room his space. And we finally settled on a design, and we knew exactly what we wanted. So I just had to convince my husband that all of this was going to work because I knew I was going to need his help. But I think sometimes my husband questions my sanity, because some of the ideas that I come up with, some of the designs that I come up with, I don't really think he actually sees them. And it's one of those things where you just have to trust the process. So, but most of the time in the end, it works out good. Now, I have sometimes where I have ideas and we put them into play and they just do not work out. And I have to accept that my plans were not great, but that's part of life. You win some and you lose some. That's just the way it's going to be.
When I'm at my darkest, you're always there to pick me up. I don't think that I'll tell you enough that I love you and how you light me up. I used to feel like an outcast, but with you I know that I belong. Like it's us against the world. You like me from me without all of the glitter, and you make me laugh just like a little kid, and all my insecurities just disappear when you're here with me. I've been a stranger to this feeling, never felt so high. Won't even care if you and I come crashing down tonight. I'll let it hit me. It feels different whenever you're around. If I'm blue again tomorrow, that's alright. 'Cause I'm so damn happy now.
Now, we should have done the smart thing, but my excuse is that school was still in session and we really couldn't clean out most of his stuff, like that big black shelf right there. And also, his bed was still in there. So, school was still in and he still needed his room to be functional. So, we just try to work around all of the stuff that was in there, except for the stuff that we took out of the closet. So, yeah, in the end, it worked out good. But if I was to do this again, I would most definitely clean out the room first because it was kind of difficult to work around everything that was in there. Also, this was our first time ever like demolishing anything in any house that we've ever had. So there was a lot of mistakes, but there was also a lot of lessons learned, and we'll know exactly what we need to do the next time if we want to do something like this again. So, yeah, we did really good.
Still rough around the edges. I guess that some things never change. Yeah, I know that it's been ages, but it kinda feels the same. No matter how hard you try, you cannot push me out, so just listen. I've been thinking of you since you broke it and moved to LA. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot get you out of my system. I know we both have some things left to say. Can you stay a little longer?
If you look to the left of your screen, the bottom left corner, you can see the wall in the hallway, how it's messed up. Our roof leaked at one point in time. We recently got our roof replaced, so we fixed that problem. But at some point, our roof in the hallway leaked and it got the sheetrock wet and it just crumbled to pieces. So any little bump or anything, the wall would fall off. So, and over time, it eventually got bigger. But while I was painting my son's room, my husband was in the hallway replacing that wall. So we had two really big projects going on at the same time. And while both of these projects were going on, school was still in, and it was like towards the end of like last week of school. So we had award ceremonies, four different award ceremonies. We had field days. We had tug of war days. I mean, it was just pure chaos. And could you imagine how stressful I was? I thought I was going to lose my mind, but I didn't. And we got everything done. School is out. I am so happy. I don't know about y'all, but I enjoy when my kids are at home. And I just, they're fun to be around. I love my kids, and it's just we can go do stuff and we don't have to worry about being here at a certain time or being picked up at a certain time or whatever. We can make our own schedule and we can go do what we want to do when we want to do it. And I just enjoy having my kids at home. Minus them raiding the kitchen all hours of the day and night.
Can I make you change your mind? Yeah, I know that it's over, but can we stay here for a while until everything's alright again? That's cool with you, cool with you, cool with you. 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me. Is that cool with you, cool with you, cool with you? 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me. Maybe I am selfish, 'cause I want you to myself. Yeah, I know your friends are waiting, but we both know you wanna stay, just like nothing has changed. No matter how hard you try, you cannot push me out, so just listen. I've been thinking of you since you broke it and moved to LA. And no matter how hard I try, I cannot get you out of my system. I know we both have some things left to say. Can you stay a little longer? Can I make you change your mind? Yeah, I know that it's over, but can we stay here for a while until everything's alright again? That's cool with you, cool with you, cool with you. 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool with me. Is that cool with you, cool with you, cool with you? 'Cause that's cool with me, cool with me, cool.
So I kind of went into this project not knowing what to do. I mean, I did some research and I watched some videos on YouTube and TikTok to try to get an idea of how to start to paint a room because I have never painted a room before. Um, I mean, I've painted our kitchen cabinets, but those were like small projects. So painting these walls in this room was really my first time ever. So all the videos that I watched, they all started out by cutting out the room or outlining the room. I'm not sure what the proper term is for it. So I was like, okay, I can do that. So I think I put 2 or 3 coats around the edges of everything, and then after those were dried, my son went in behind me and I let him roll the walls because he really wanted to help. And sure, why not? Roll the walls.
Just stay a little longer. Can I make you change your mind? Just stay a little longer before it's time to say goodbye. Just stay a little longer. Can I make you change your mind? Just stay a little longer before it's time to say goodbye. I guess that some things never change. You have the time of your life every single night. The confetti's raining down. You put your hands to the sky, center of the crowd. You're the talk of the town. And I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through a window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna hold on to somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. Living your life through a lens, perfect pretending. You think no one can tell, but everything's just fake. Now you're becoming the person you once hated. You also used to say that. I tell myself I don't want that. What glitters isn't gold. I tell myself I don't need it, 'cause I'm fine on my own. But I hate being on the outside looking through.
Now, I do paint around this one outlet cover, but I eventually take those off because I spray paint them with black spray paint and they turned out really good. Way better than I expected.
Window. I say I don't want it, but I'm so full of it. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna dance with somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. I wanna be the life of the party. I wanna hold on to somebody. Be ooh, 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 ooh. Life of the party, life of the party, life of the party, life of the party.
Me and my son, we had so much fun doing this. We spent time together, just us two, and I'm gonna tell you what, I learned a lot of stuff. He knows a lot of stuff. He is a smart kid. He'll be in 6th grade next year, and all through elementary school, he made A's and B's. And I am so proud of him. He is so smart, and he remembers stuff like things you wouldn't think he would remember. He does. He has a really good memory, and it it's so crazy. I mean, it just blows my mind. He's like, sometimes he'll come up to me and he'll be like, "Hey, mom, you remember when this and this and this happened?" Okay, for example, one time we went to my grandma's and she has an old swimming pool of theirs when they were little. And my son was like 2 years old when we had that swimming pool. He is now 11. And he saw that swimming pool up under her building and he was like, "Oh my gosh, I remember that swimming pool. I remember all the tadpoles that were in it." And I was like, "You remember that?" And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, I don't even remember past 10. I can't remember past 10 years old. And he remembers having that swimming pool in the front yard, and it got tadpoles in there, and they eventually turned into frogs. And I just, I don't know. I hope his mind stays that sharp forever. But yeah, he is an awesome kid. They're all awesome in their own individual ways. But him and I doing this together, we had tons of fun. Tons of fun.
It's good to see you, that's bullshit. You don't like me and we both know that. Can we just pretend we're grown-ups for a minute? You said you're sorry, but talk is cheap. You got away with it too easily. Can we just pretend we're grown-ups for a minute? You've been a mean girl since 95. That's your way of getting by. Well, you should get a taste of your own medicine. And I eat your heart out. Your ex-man is with me now. You've been talking shit behind my back just to feel good about yourself. But he's with me now. We're kissing on your old couch. I know you're trying to feel better 'cause
So if you live in a trailer or have ever lived in a trailer and wanted to hang something on the wall, you know how sometimes these studs can be. So I knew I wanted to hang my son's TV up on the wall, but the studs were too far apart for the TV mount itself. So my husband was like, "We're not going to be able to mount the TV straight to the wall because it's not wide enough to meet the studs." So what our solution was to put this piece of plywood board up there, drill it into the studs, and then drill the TV mount itself onto the plywood. It has worked out. That TV has been hanging there for at least 5 years, I want to say. So it's worked out good. It's just not the ideal look, I guess you could say. But, it is what it is, and you just have to make do with what you have sometimes.
you're being bitter on your own. Eat your heart out. Heard you moved on, well, sure thing. I bet you're still thinking about him. Alone in your bed, it's getting late. You think, why'd you let him go? You think, why'd you let him? Hannah, eat your heart out. Your ex-man is with me now. You've been talking shit behind my back just to feel good about yourself. But he's with me now. We're kissing on your old couch. I know you're trying to feel better 'cause you're being bitter on your own. Eat your heart
days ago, I posted in the community tab about what was your favorite summer activities to do with your kids. Um, and I got a couple of good responses. Um, for us, usually every summer we usually go to the river. The river isn't too far from us, and we go down there. And in the middle of the river, there is a huge rock that you have to swim to, and the rock is kind of U-shaped, horseshoe shaped. I guess that's how you could explain it or describe it. But anyway, in the middle of that rock, there's like a swimming area. It's kind of like its own little swimming pool, and there's no rushing waters or sharp rocks or anything. And it's got sand in the bottom of it, so it's kind of like a beachy area. Um, I'll have to take you guys out there one day with us. But we like to swim to that rock and take some lunch out there, take the dogs out there, and go swimming and eat lunch on that middle of that rock. And that's the highlight of our summer. The kids love going out there. I love going out there. I love nature. I love being outside. It is good for you. It's good to ground yourself, and it's good for your mental health. Um, just stay safe. Obviously, that's number one priority, to keep ourselves safe and the children safe. So, yeah. If you have any other ideas or any other suggestions, please put them down in the comments. I'm always open to anything. I'm open to trying new things, especially getting the kids out of the house and trying new things with them, keeping them busy, keeping them learning. I mean, help a mama out.
You're acting stupid. Don't come round here acting foolish. Don't come round here acting all innocent. I know about the games you play. Well, you should get a taste of your own medicine. Hannah, ease your heart out. Your ex-man is with me now. You've been talking shit behind my back just to feel good about yourself. But he's with me now. We're kissing on your old couch. I know you're trying to.
Okay, so see what happened was me being me and not knowing how to leave well enough alone, got a little bit sidetracked. I hold my head in shame. I do. But I knew I could not leave it the way it was. That white paint was chipping off of the paneling, and I knew that if I painted it the silver color, that would too eventually peel off. So what I'm going to do now is, now that I got that wall scraped off and all that white paint scraped off, I'm going to take in a my words aren't coming to my mind. What is it called? What is it called? Sanding block. I'm going to take a sanding block and kind of sand it down a little bit, and then wash it off and then paint it. That way the paint has a rough surface to stick to, and it won't be more out to chip over time. So yeah. Also, what we should have done in the first place, we are going to take down his existing bed that he has been sleeping on. We have been at this room for a week now, I want to say. Yes, I've been wearing the same clothes for a week. Don't come at me, okay? These are my painting clothes, so I don't want to dirty up a bunch of clothes. Anywho, so yeah, with school still being in, he still needed a functional room. He still needed his bed to sleep on to get a good night's sleep so he can go to school. But now that school is out, we are now able to take out his bed. So that'll give us more room to work in here, and that'll give us more room to be able to work faster and more efficiently to get these walls painted. So yeah, we're almost there. Other than that, it's going pretty good. So yeah.
friends are waiting in line.
Me sweeping this floor with this broom right here triggered a memory of when we were little. My mom used to sweep the whole house with a broom, and we had carpet. And yeah, no wonder she stayed in shape because that stuff works your arms out for real. My mom also had 5 kids too, so she had to stay in shape to keep up with all of us. And 4 of those 5 kids were boys. And those boys, my brothers, they were rowdy. They still are. But they were rowdy and they were crazy when we were younger.
One last blue camel. Don't have any money, but we're going out. Yeah, we saved up every penny. I'm smiling at him in the blue shirt and the Converse, but I'm thinking about you. Are you thinking about me too? Vodka soda, way too drunk to call you up. I'm chain smoking, broken, I don't give up. So I'm crying, dancing, swearing I'll forget you, kissing strangers to feel something different. But I'm still your dancing queen, so damn sweet. And I type my name in this bar on a wall in a bathroom stall. Yeah, I was here. Me and my friends are biding our time, sustaining the high right before the dawn. Don't have any money, but this is the life, and we never want to grow up. I'm kissing him in the blue shirt and the Converse, but I'm thinking about you. Maybe you're thinking about me too. Vodka soda, way too drunk to call you up. I'm chain smoking, broken, I don't give up. So I'm crying, dancing, swearing I'll forget you, kissing strangers to feel something different. But I'm still your dancing queen, so damn sweet. I type my name in the bar on a wall in a bathroom stall. Yeah, I've typed my name all over this town where you broke my heart. Yeah, I was here. I thought it would kill me. I thought it would kill me to fall again. But I hit the ground running. So
Right here, my son is picking up this blanket really slowly and shaking it out because he saw a lizard. This would be the second lizard that somehow got into the house. The first lizard was blue with black stripes, or black with blue stripes, and this lizard was brown. And we eventually found it up under his PC. And yeah, my husband just went over there and picked that thing up. Ugh. Mm-mm. All slimy and junk. No thanks.
didn't feel a single thing. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cat rides, your place. I could get used to be fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you love me to bits. Late nights dancing our place.
All right, so we've got his bedroom kind of cleared out, kind of not. We did get his bed down, and now we have more room to move around the stuff that we left in here. Let me show you. With me standing at the door, this is what his room looks like now. So his bed is out of here, and now that that's out of here, we have a little bit more room. So what our plan is now is I've done trimmed out this wall and this wall over here. So that will be all of the silver. This wall right here, I'm going to be trimming out in black. While I'm trimming out this wall in black, my son will be rolling the other two walls with the silver. So we already have the paint ready. He's ready. And I'm ready. I'm set up over there. So hopefully this will go a little quicker. I want to get all of the painting done today. I did have to go over the outline on all the walls twice, and we will probably have to roll the walls twice. I know I have to roll these walls over here another time because that one roll wasn't good enough. So there's still some white. After the walls, we're going to be I'm going to be painting the bathroom door black. We're going to be changing out his bedroom door with the closet door, and we're going to paint that door black as well. I did take off the outlet covers on the light switch and the outlets, and I'm going to be spray painting those black. The paint that we're using is Glidden, and I found it at Walmart. It was already mixed paint that was sitting on the shelf for $20 a can. So I grabbed the black and semi-gloss. I only grabbed one can of those or one can of that. And then I grabbed 2 cans of the Quicksilver semi-gloss, which really isn't a silvery color. It's more of a like a grayish bluish color, but it turned out really good. I really like the color, and so does my son.
I thought it would scare me. I thought it would scare me to let you in. But I was paper thin, you saw right through me and I gave in. My mind was occupied, man, I was on a high. I could run forever to get a minute, just a minute of your time. If this is what it's like, I could get used to late nights dancing my place. I could get used to long drives, cab rides, your place. I could get used to me fighting just for the hell of it, and you putting up with it, 'cause you let me to bits. Late nights dancing.
The other day, I received a comment saying that my music was too loud and my talking was too soft, and I could not agree more. I am still new at this, so I'm sure in due time I will find a good balance. But I have bought a wireless microphone that I have been using, and hopefully that will do the trick for now until I can upgrade to better equipment. So if this has bothered you, I apologize. But on the other hand, I am trying to fix it. I am trying to find a good balance because I understand how frustrating it is when you have to turn the volume all the way up just to hear what someone's saying, and then you have to turn it way down because the music is blasting. So I completely understand, and I am trying to fix the problem. Also, feedback. I love your feedback. These are things that are going to help my videos get better. So I am open to all feedback. You just don't have to be so mean about it sometimes. Not that anyone has yet, but I'm sure it's coming. But I am open to constructive criticism. I about said constricted. I don't want no constriction here, okay? I want to grow. So, yeah, if you have any suggestions that you think might help my videos in the future, please put them down in the comments. Also, while you're down there giving constructive criticism, that's a tongue twister for me, put down a purple heart. That lets me know that you're here with me. And also, if you would like to, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell because that lets you know when the next time I upload, and hit the thumbs up button. That helps out my videos. I appreciate y'all so much. Okay, so back with an update. Okay, where do I start? We got 2 of the walls painted. You can see behind me. Then his bedroom door, and then that wall. And then I got that wall back behind me cut out, edged out, tapered off. I don't know what you want to call it. Call it what you will. But now I went over the outline of that wall twice, and then I went over, my son rolled these gray walls right here, and then once that was dry I went back over it again. So 2 coats. And this wall right here, this is where the wood paneling was, and it covered really well. So yeah, the next thing that we're doing is my son is going to roll this black wall. This one right here, he's going to roll it. And while he's rolling that, I am going to be painting his bathroom door. I'm going to be painting it black. So, and then I also painted that piece of wood right there black too. And yeah, and I'll be back when we're done with that.
To the moon and back, we had a love like that. Why do I feel like that's slowly fading? We used to be friends, that was way back when. You and I, we were a slow burn, baby. Oh, we were young, so damn naive. Looked at the world through rose-colored glasses. You had your goals, then you met me. Did you let those dreams pass you by? I would never blame you if you left. No, I won't be the one to hold you back. 'Cause we can stop the time, it's just a fact. We're not getting younger, we're not getting.
Alright, so I got the bathroom door outlined. All we have to do is roll it, and I still have to put another layer on, especially around the door handle. And then this is what the wall looks like. My son did a good job. We will most definitely have to put another layer because it's real splotchy, but it's a good start. It is currently 9:30 at night. It is dark outside. So he is going to sleep in his sister's bed tonight. She's staying with a friend. And that'll give plenty of time for this layer to dry. That way we can come in the morning and put hopefully the final layer on, and then we can start to build his bed. I am tired. I know he is tired. I know his arms are sore from rolling this big wall and these two walls behind me. But it's coming along very nicely, and I think it's going to look really, really good once we're done. So I'll see you in the morning. Bye. All right, we're on the next day, and it's almost done. So we rolled the first layer last night on the black wall and also the bathroom door. And today we are rolling, what is this, second coat?
Third coat for this one.
Okay, so we rolled 3 coats on the black wall. Let me show you. So my son is rolling the 3rd coat on this wall, just to make sure we got really good coverage. It's coming along quite nicely. And then the bathroom door, he's got to roll another coat down there. I've already rolled the top part because he's a shorty and can't reach.
From you.
So we're almost done. All we got to do is go out to the building, sand and spray paint the outlet covers, and then we can put those back on, and then we're going to call it a day. Okay, so now we're in my building. Hey. Hi. And all I'm doing is taking the outlet covers. I've done sanded them down and done cleaned them. I tried to paint this one with regular paint and a paintbrush, and it didn't work out good, so I just cleaned it off with rubbing alcohol. Now I'm taking painter's tape, rolling it up like that, and just sticking it to the back of the outlet cover. Like that. And then I took a box, flattened it out, and then I'm just going to stick the outlet cover onto the box. Like that. Like so. And then I put the screws in there like this because when I spray paint them, I want the front of the screw to be black as well. I'm going to spray paint it all black. And this is the spray paint that I'm going to be using. This is the Rust-Oleum Matte Black or Ultra Matte. So that's what I'm going to spray paint these with, and then we're going to put them on his wall. Super duper excited. I did spray paint these outlet covers twice with this spray paint. I let it dry for about 30 to 45 minutes, maybe an hour. I'm not quite sure. And then I went back out there and spray painted them again.
You're right next to me. I can hear you sleep, but I know you're not dreaming of me.
I have to walk by this trash can when I go to my son's room, and I promised one of my viewers that I would videotape me taking out the trash. So that's what I'm doing here. I know it's kind of out of place, but I promised, and I keep my promises on most things. Anyway. Anyway, I told you I didn't forget about you, and I hope this makes you happy.
Looked at the world through rose-colored glasses. You had your goals, then you met me. Did you let those dreams pass you by? I would never blame you if you left. No, I won't be the one to hold you back. 'Cause we can stop the time, it's just a fact. We're not getting younger, we're not getting younger.
So I think it's safe to say that the painting in this room is done. As far as the walls, I'm so happy. I'm so tired. This past week, it's been a week. We've been working on this room for a whole week. This past week has been chaotic. I have been trying to paint his room while attending award ceremony. 4 of them. 4 different award ceremonies. And yeah, I'm so glad that's over with. But also, while I was working on painting his room, my husband was in the hallway replacing the wall in the hallway. So there are 2 different projects going on. Although I did not get a video of the wall being done, it does look really good. My husband did a really good job. So yeah, let's get back on topic. So the walls are done, they're dried. The outlet covers are done, they're dried. The only thing left to do is put the outlet covers back on and put the light switch back on, light switch cover back on, and show y'all what the room looks like painted. And that's going to be the end of this video. It's been a long week, but next week we plan on working on furnishing his room, putting his loft bed together, putting the shelves up under his TV, putting his closet system up on this wall behind me, this gray wall. So yeah, I'm glad you guys were here today with me. I'm glad that you watched this video. Yeah. Also, if black intimidates you, don't let it. If you are scared of black, I want you to go to the store, buy you a can of black paint, and paint something black. It's just a color. And if you don't like it, just paint over it. That's all I can say. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. There was a lot of lessons learned. This was my very first bedroom that I've ever painted. I've never painted walls. So I think we did pretty good for our first time. Yeah. So anyway, thank y'all for being here and thank you for your support. I hope to see you next week. Bye.
It's just a fact. Not getting younger. We're not getting younger. Not getting You walked in and I thought, here we go. One look and I am all but sober. I forget that I've been here before. And suddenly you're all I see. The situation, it gets me frustrated. It's all in my head. I fall in love way too easily. I always need to remind myself, nothing of what I feel is real. But I'm such a drama queen. I know it's just a crush.